Holy savings, Batman, you're only 39 cents. Okay, Batman and Robin, from Alfred to Zowie, which, since this came out in 1966, predates David Bowie's son being named Zowie Bowie. This is the second time I'm doing this. The first time I was very deep in my own self-consciousness and wasn't feeling confident on the words that were coming out of my mouth. But now I'm tired, so I feel like I can be entertained. Well, I can be either entertaining or not, and not give a shit because I'm tired, and not criticize the words that are coming out of my own mouth. So yes, so I read children's books now. That's the thing I do. I didn't plan on it, but it seems to be going well for me. Batman and Robin, from Alfred to Zowie. Told by Ruthanna Thomas. So like I said, this is the second time I'm reading this, and I thought it was kind of weird that it's, because this is in text, nobody's talking. It was kind of odd that it's told by and not written by, but maybe it's because it's for kids, so they want to have, I don't know, they want to have friendlier language. I'm not sure. Pictures adapted by Tom Gill. Not entirely sure what adapted means. I guess they were taken from the comic books and then flibbled around with to, that's a word, to fit the context of this book. Also, the copyright is 1966, so this either came out in while the Adam West show was on, or slightly before it. Yeah. So let us begin. A is for Alfred, the Wayne Manor butler, who's never been known to complain, who answers the bat phone in courteous tones and summons his master Bruce Wayne. I guess it is contemporary with the television show, because this looks very much like the stately Wayne Manor, where or I don't know, maybe I haven't read comics themselves. I've only seen adaptations like this TV show and cartoons and movies and whatnot, so I don't know which was the chicken and which was the egg. Could be. I could have it completely backwards. Is that how pockets work? That doesn't look right. I don't know. I don't know what Alfred's keeping in his pockets. Maybe nothing. Should I edit that out or leave that in? Well, now that I've mentioned it, I'm going to leave it in. B is for Bruce, who now takes the call with Dick Grayson, his ward, and his chum. Is Commissioner Gordon perplexed? C is Commissioner... fucked it up already. C is Commissioner Gordon perplexed, who pleads for the Batman to come. See, the reason for me messing that up is because they don't stick to this. They don't stick to the letter is for blank thing. They sometimes, in fact, no, that was the first letter of the alphabet. Why am I assuming that they did anything before that? But yeah, they don't stick to this scheme. So I get confused easily. Also, I have a microphone like right in the middle of the, like I could move the window anywhere. It's being captured by OBS, so it won't make a difference. But I do have the microphone right in the middle of the picture, so I can't see through the wire to see the words that are underneath. Which, in hindsight, was probably not the best plan, but it's the most comfortable plan. I'm very relaxed right now. Well, somewhat relaxed. Zip. I always wondered how this, in the show, Bruce's apparently having a very casual morning. But yeah, they zip down the pole and then they're in the costumes, and I never understood. Like, is it a wrong trousers situation where they just like fall into them? I never, they never really. I guess they don't have to explain it. It's a comic book, and this is the '60s before deep lore was a thing that we all needed to know about. Down the bat pole they deftly descend, donning disguise as they slide. Eureka, boy! What? See, they've already dispensed with the blank is blank. Eureka, boy wonder, and Batman emerge, ready for Batmobile ride. That is really awkward to say. I guess it has to fit a certain meter, but it feels weird to say. Also, what are these headlights illuminating? Anything? I suppose if they have a pressing need to see the night sky, and these headlights are strong enough that they can beam them straight up. Maybe it's you could put like a little transparency on here, and it's a portable bat signal. Because this ain't illuminating the road. That's pointing nowhere near forward. And yes, the little bat head silhouettes on the hood of the car. F is for foe, so fiendishly foul, evilly biding their time. Gotham City terrified now by news of a new wave of crime. I don't know why I trilled my R just then, but I did. And yes, all these, look at all these terrified people. Terrified of a new wave. It's just a wave of crime. Except for this man who was burning his face on the flames from the jet turbine engine? Sure, of the Batmobile. Fit an entire... I don't know much about jets. I assume you must be able to... There must be a jet engine small enough to fit in a car and propel said car. But I do not know this for sure. Zoom! Holy hat rack, the boy wonder says. Can it be that the Mad Hat is loose? While back at Wayne Manor, Aunt Harriet sighs. Oh, where are Dick Grayson and Bruce? Does she often refer to Dick by his whole name? Or is she aware that she's in a rhyming children's book and needs to stick to a meter? And now the headlights are facing somewhat more forward. So, and also they have these little extra lamps here for style, I suppose. J is for international crooks, those devilish dastardly thieves. I'm reading words that aren't there. The J is the Joker who deals out the tricks with Penguin, Mad Hatter, and Freeze. When I was recording this earlier today, which I ditched because I didn't like, even though I'm saying practically all the same things I said in that recording, I, for some reason, mistook this gentleman for the Penguin, even though he has not a monocle or a large nose. And it's occurring to me now that the Mad Hatter has had a lot of different designs over the years. I'm more familiar with the Mad Hatter from the cartoon, from the original Kevin Conroy cartoon from the 90s. Well, not the original. There were cartoons in the 70s and 80s. But to me, the original from my youth. Damn your Gen X youth. I am a millennial and I will eat my avocado toast and boast of Kevin Conroy as Batman. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's Mr. Freeze. K is for kidnap, a hideous plot to spirit by wonder from sight, lure the Batman to follow in search and then disappear in the night. I forget, does this happen a lot in the TV show? Did it happen a lot in the comics that Robin was just always being was just summoned for the villains to kidnap so that Batman could go in search of him? Because if that's the case, Bruce, you gotta train your kids better, man. That's it's not a very talented child you have there. Mobile Crime Watch to check and recheck, always with Batman in tune. And there he is, pulling the Roman numeral number 9 Joker. I guess that's for the jet engine. I don't understand the labels on these Jokers. I don't know what they're. God, I hope they're called Jokers. It's been a while. My parents used to own a Ford Cortina that had chokers that I don't remember what they did. Also, I was wondering this when I first read through this before I recorded anything. Who are these for? Who else is in this car? Who else besides Batman, Robin, and probably Alfred, and maybe Batgirl if she's. I don't know if she was part of the ensemble at this point. But who are these? Like no one besides the three of them are ever going to be in this car that they need to be reminded that everything is bat. Everything has to be a bat. I don't know. It just seems odd that they they feel the need to go to this level of granularity for and style that's never going to be seen by anybody besides themselves. Maybe it's just to get them into the general spirit of it, that they need to have all this bad imagery everywhere. And there's the bat signal that I was wondering if they had more than one, or if it's just this one that's on the tallest building in Gotham, or I assume it's the tallest. I guess the tallest building in Gotham is Wayne Tower. I think that's right. I played the Lego Batman trilogy, so and then that Wayne Tower was the tallest building on the entire map. So yeah, I also played I played the first Asylum game. I'm not the best video gamesman in the world, so I often just watch LPs. This isn't interesting. Why am I telling my life story? N is for now. Look, there's the bat sign. Bat wings for warning. Black on the moon. Which I'm pretty sure does. Oh, it rhymes. Oh, that's okay. Yeah. I was wondering where the rhyme was because I spent so long looking at this page that I forgot the words that I'd just read on the next one. But yes, that does rhyme. And I'm being very silly. O's Chief O'Hara, whose voice Penguin mimics. The Batline beep beeps with his call. Flash straight to Batman. Rush to the bank, sir. It's being looted. That's all. Onward and Batwood, the dynamic duo. Speed to... Wait, what? I thought he was... Oh, he hasn't been kidnapped yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. Onward and Batwood, the dynamic duo, speed towards the bank, never spotting the trick. P is for Penguin, disguising his voice with his get to the bank double quick. Zoom. They're taking some liberties with this alphabetical thing. Cute. I always thought this was like, what else are they gonna do here? But yeah, it's like, shit, what do we do for Q? What does anybody do for Q? We need something right here, but I guess this was the only thing they could really do. Q is for question. Who will win now? Who will win out now? Creatures of crime or crusaders in cape? Will Batman and Robin foil them completely, or will the villains strike and escape? See, because they... Pretty sure they're already up. No, they haven't. They will ask this question again, so this is kind of redundant. R is for Robin, poor luckless laddie, snatched at the bank by the crime-ridden foe. And yes, keep your city clean. But don't what is going on with your, what are these? They're not is he wearing, I guess he's wearing a unitard under there. But, what? He's not accurate. Why is it dimpled? I don't understand. I'm just noticing it. I've seen the design of these boots a lot in all the animation. And I'm trying to, what are they made of? Are they cloth? Are they leather? It's just a weird, it's like a, it's like, it's, that's bothering me. Also, if you're a fan of comics, feel free to call me an asshole. I don't know what I'm talking about. S is for search, wherein Batman discovers that Robin is missing, and so is the doe. T is for terror, rampant in Gotham. Boy Wonder is missing, and Batman hard pressed. U is utility belt of the Batman. Now is the moment it must pass the test. Well, that thing's just like a black hole of gadgets, so he'll find something in there. It's the Chekhov's gun of belts. Yeah. Zowie! Ready the batarang, ready the bat rope. Where we are the villains at the end of the trail. Who will win out? Will the forces of evil end up in triumph, or end up in jail? I think I added some words that made that not flow. But yeah, they asked the same question twice, because this was a question they asked when there was a Q. But it's V. What are you going to do for V? It had to be villains, but what do you say? I say they'll end up in Hong Kong. Wayne Warehouse, where Robin is hidden, bound up securely but never despair. For great Scott, he still has his homing transmitter and now sends this message. Batman, beware! I don't know why I'm talking like a mixture of Brian Blessed and, oh, I can see his face, but I can't remember his name. And yes, here is, Batman receiving and being sent twice the message, Batman, beware! Oh, I suppose that's the same message. I'm not very observant, can you tell? Observant. There's no B in observant. X for the X-ray scope Batman is using to see what's ahead and to outwit the mob. Bat phone to call in the police for the roundup. Bat gassing gun just to speed up the job. What about the gassing? He's still in the car. Who's he gassing? I suppose he's gassing these three. Look, it's the foot of the Mad Hatter. Well, that might be the Joker, actually. Although the Joker would be dressed in... You know what? You'd think I'd know. I'd been through this book 3 times by now. Y is for you now have the pleasure of seeing Batman in the thick of the thieves. Whap pow zowie bam. Z is for Zowie Bang Wham, and the capture of Mad Hatter, the Joker, the Penguin, and Freeze. Don't forget Crack. Also Bam. Also WAP. Man. Just occurred to me that, that would... well, it's got an H in it, but, you know, that's a different... Thank you. That's a different context altogether. And so to the end of our alphabet story, but always remember, as Batman would say, clean living is best. And right conquers all, and right conquers evil. And never forget, the crime doesn't pay. That's my Batman voice. It sounds like Muscle Man. I know. And Otto. His last name is also Man. But yeah. I tried for like a super awesome Batman voice, and that's what came out. So that's what you get. Wow, I hope this was entertaining in any way. Doesn't feel like it from my end. I'm tired though, so what do I care? It's enough.